Tonight's town board. Good evening. I'd like to call tonight's town board meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Supervisor Maniscalco.
Present.
Councilman Stab.
Here.
Councilman Brownwell.
Here.
Councilman Crowley. There. Excuse me. Councilman Mitchell.
Here. Thank you. Tonight's salute to the flag led by Supervisor Singer.
Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Privilege of the floor. I've got two. Our annual Honeoye Central School Days of Caring. I've got, looks like I might have 11 juniors now. That's the latest today when I met with them. And they are supplying paint supplies, so we'll get a new mailbox and picnic table. Anyone else wants to come and help guide our students, that would be great. NISAC quick report. Again, more AI and cyber type issues. The biggest example they showed us was a town that, or a city of Newark had a sister city application, and Queen Mustafa snowballed them because there's no Queen Mustafa, but they all agreed with. Nobody actually looked it up, and that's a true story. So that's just one many example of a bad actor, whether it's somebody buying land next to a water district to anything. Second one was the plenary sessions, which are essentially a whole session for NISAC. Both of them had a historical context, which I thought was interesting. One gentleman was from the George Washington Institute, and it was about leadership, and it resonated well with today's things that are going on today. I thought it was excellent. Second one was a 9/11 survivor, first responder, and a victim. And the guy's like incredible. And he's willing to do it for nothing. He'll come to any group of 6 or 5, pays for his own way. He's a doctor, Chinese immigrant, lost his sister. He was putting people on conference tables in the hospital that he worked at, sewing them up. And he's got 3 cancers now. And just, it was just really something to hear that. So that's my privilege of the floor. Anyone else?
So I would add one thing to that.
Sure.
There is a new scam that is out and about, both in New York State and in California.
Sure.
It's a home title scam. I don't know if everyone has heard of it.
Okay.
But it's a very legitimate looking website. And they tell you that, you know, they're there for $19 a month to protect your home title.
Yeah,
And it is a scam.
that's been on the airwaves of that one gentleman that
Good.
does that.
Okay.
That has been around, but yes.
Okay.
Yep. Thank you. Yeah, it's the more diligence, certainly a good one. A teacher at the school thought she was calling a Verizon health number, and then she got almost hacked and had to go through that. So I just happened to go into her room when she was trying to resolve that today. And she's pretty smart. It happened where she called the wrong number and then almost lost it. So yeah, never ends. Communications, pretty straightforward. Richmond Rec was going to be here and they couldn't. She does have her email and cell phone available. Terry Downs, since you could write it under Richmond Rec. If you have any questions about their budget, which is less than last year during the hearing, I've got her cell number. Does anybody want it now? Just so you could write it down right underneath Richmond Rec. It's 330-7066. Her son had a medical. He's on the way to the doctor right now, so she sends her apologies. Okay, new business. I'd like to block 2 resolutions. 2 contracts with Ontario County for snow and ice, resolutions 1 and 2. I'll make that motion.
I'll second it. No, that's okay.
Somebody do a second. All right, any discussion?
Just one question for Jeremy. Is this more than, does this cover your cost? Are we?
Yeah, we don't lose money doing it.
That's what I was trying to understand. Okay.
You know, we wouldn't do it if we were losing money. We'd say,
Well,
well,
the rate,
Checking.
the rate hasn't changed this year, actually, if I remember correctly, the rates. This is the third year the rates
Correct.
stayed the same, so, yeah, that will definitely be negotiated next year.
you know, it was discussed during Public Works and our snow and ice valuations, if you will, are pretty consistent and actually pretty decent compared to our Rankin County, so.
Yeah, so,
Not like the state contracts, which are totally different.
so our salt, because the county helped us, secure a 2-year salt contract, we're at $53.10 a ton right now. OGS is 66.15. So we're definitely making out on the better compared to what we've been doing, so. That kind of helps offset a little bit of the increase in the maintenance for equipment, that sort of thing, so, because those prices are going up. Definitely crazy. I mean, I got $10,000 worth of tires sitting over there ready to get put on trucks.
Okay, good question. Thank you. Any other discussion on that? Okay, those in favor?
Aye.
Carries, thank you. Authorization to execute fire and protection ambulance service agreement for 2025 with Richmond. Need a motion?
26. Make a motion to include the fire.
Yes, that is 26, that's correct.
6. I'll second.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Mark made the motion.
What?
You made the motion.
Well, Terry did.
Terry did.
Terry,
Terry did. Terry and Rick did.
I got Terry and Rick.
Okay, I didn't hear Terry. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, I
Terry,
didn't hear you, Terry.
I did.
Next, thank you.
Okay, so two things. One, that's last year's rate at 206.
Where are you there?
In the,
Fire
in the
and
contract itself or in the budget?
fire and ambulance, right? Isn't
Yeah,
that what we're doing?
yeah,
Okay, so the 206 is for 2025 for the year that we're in.
yeah, I thought we updated the budget.
The budget's updated,
Oh, yes.
the resolution
Then
Oh,
should
oops,
be
yeah, of course.
240,
what should it be?
243,
243?
402.98.
Oops.
Right, because it includes, right, am I right? It includes both Richmond and Hemlock this year?
Yeah, it's the whole town of Canada.
We're
So
gonna say it,
243,
Okay. 243, 402.98. It is correct in the budget.
We'll round it up to 404. Yeah, we just rounded up, so.
Yeah.
If we round it up,
That's fine.
that's what we, yep.
That's fine, not arguing.
I know, but just give me the.
Oh, you know what? I got the
Got it.
243, 403. For some reason, I didn't change the zero and the six.
443.
Correct.
Please.
403.
The 403 is good.
And then my next question I actually sent as a email. It appears in the budget that we are taking on 100% of the cost of the new boat. And my, thought was, it's more than just Canadice residents that would require the service of that boat. Why would we pick up 100% of the cost? And as I was listening to the fire chief, that was the reason for our increase from 233 to 243.
Right, well, it's the only reason we're buying a boat is for
Is for Canadice?
Candice.
Just Canadace Lake.
Honey, I's already got a boat on it.
No, I get that. So who uses Canadice Lake?
The world, there's nothing.
Right,
Like, over it.
but there's 3 towns that pay for the fire district.
But there's
What-
only one town
what-
around the town, around the Canadice Lake.
And so that's why
We
it
got all
falls in.
Canadice Lake.
I get that. Okay. So we should pick up 100% of the cost of that boat.
Because there's no other reason for us to buy a boat. We wouldn't have bought another boat. It's our responsibility. I mean, that's why we said it's only the boat. We've already got the engine.
Let me ask this, in the past, who would have paid for that boat?
Fire district would just pay for it regardless.
if they needed it for that.
Yeah, but what township would have picked up the cost?
We bought our boat, we didn't approach anybody, we just bought it because we had to have it for 2 lakes.
Yeah, but it was in your budget. Okay, okay, I'm good.
Good question, thank you.
Yep.
I guess I owner of the lake foot some of the bill.
So do we need to amend what we just approved some way or other?
It'll be recorded and the resolution will be stated accurately. Yeah,
Okay,
based on the conversation.
I feel a question about next year, will their taxes go back down $10,000 because that boat will no longer need to be purchased?
You'd
Well,
hope
that won't
so.
be, that won't be in the budget.
Yeah,
That won't be in the budget. I mean, it might be other.
I mean, I get that there could be other things that pop up, but in theory, it should go down substantially, not stay the same.
Right,
Mhm.
right.
correct.
That
Yeah.
Makes sense. Certainly feel free to voice that next year during the hearing.
Oh, I will.
Be less than a year.
Now as I will.
Note the file. Okay, and we're not quite into the budget yet. If we could just get through these resolutions, then we can certainly get into the budget. Acceptance of town clerk record keeping audits, including water rents for period 22 to 24. I'll move it.
Second.
All right, discussion. Wonderful audit. There was tremendous cooperation from the town clerk's office. Despite Kate's grilling. They got through it. Those in favor?
Aye.
Carries. Oh, what the heck? I'll just to speed along, I'll block the two purchases for highway. Tractor with a mower and 2026 Ram truck for the superintendent.
Motion to approve.
I'll second. Discussion?
Well, just another question for Jeremy. There's like $5,500 difference for the Ram truck between the two dealers. Is it the equipment the same? Is the truck?
Everything's the same.
There's just that much difference between the two dealers?
Yeah. He didn't give me any kind of municipal discount. I figured I would give somebody else a shot that was in the county.
No, that's fine, that's fine, that's
He
just,
was very unfamiliar with pricing for a municipality. Whereas.
Van Bortle?
Friendly.
No,
Oh, friendly?
Friendly,
Oh.
friend, yeah.
Which is a shame.
Snooze or lose. Yeah.
And maybe I'll point that out to one of my.
all right, I make a motion to approve two of Jeremy's resolutions,
Okay.
tractor mower and the truck.
Think we hit it, all right.
Mhm.
Right.
That's right. We got
I
it.
got extras. Okay, any more discussion? All right, those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Look at that. Do the resolutions. We're now doing the budget meeting. The latest CPI was 2.9%. And I did note the Fed rate cut, 0.25. Did get the controller's report, and we are fiscally and environmentally sound once again for year 2024, which is always nice to see that email. Yeah, be in good shape. So now we'll look at tentative budget figures for the town of Canada, starting at the cover sheet. And yes, there is a negative number there, and that was my omission after the Fed rate cut. I took too much off of sales tax. So we'll get that in a positive real easily.
So the other update we need on the cover page is 2025 for the water district. This is last year. It was 309 per unit.
Yeah,
Because it's not going up. 2025, not this year, right?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
mine says 310. Is mine the only one that says 310?
They all do.
yeah.
This year is supposed to be 309. That's what you paid on your county bill.
So is there a correction?
Yep,
Say it again,
under
please.
2025, it's the third line from the bottom.
Yep.
That line should say special assessment 309 per unit.
So somehow 310 got in there?
Mhm.
Okay, I don't have any idea about that.
That's okay.
We'll get that corrected. Eileen's helping note this as well, so between the two of us. Are you helping note these? Are you helping note these updates? I got my highlighter. Thank you. Okay, page 1. Appropriations.
So I wanted to ask a question.
Of course.
So we look at CPI and we look at what are we gonna do overall with town salaries?
Yes.
What's the thought?
Well, the thought was 3%.
Okay,
I thought that was fair. I thought that was balanced.
okay, then
And it's also tied with the highway contract as well.
that's great. Then what I would ask is that all of the personnel lines reflect 3%. Not all of them do right now.
And there was reasons for that, and we can discuss those when we get to those different
Okay,
lines.
okay.
Yeah. So just I'm still on this page 1 and we'll go through that, but thank you for that question.
Yeah.
So if we're ready, we can go to page 2 unless somebody's got something.
No, one more.
Page 1?
Yeah, the accessory equipment at the bottom,
Yes.
that is a holdover from last year, that can be 0. That last $1,500, 1355.2, Eileen,
Don't you use it wrong?
please.
That's good to know.
Will you budget for an independent audit for next year of 2025?
Oh, that's the question I wanted to ask the board. So, we're budgeted for a light audit and that since there's a change in supervisor, should we go for the full audit, which costs much more?
Which is still, they should, when there's a change in.
Okay,
financial
I wanted to talk,
should be.
I wanted to
Okay.
talk to the board about that. So, yeah.
When there's a change in financial officer, it's prudent to do in the controller's office.
We did
like
that, we did that when Chris retired, if you will.
Okay,
It's usually about 10,000.
Yeah, it's definitely more. In fact, I don't know if we want to go, I mean, I love MMB. If we really want to go out to bid with someone else or not.
Well, can still, well, that's something we would be doing, after the first of the year. The one thing is they have historical data already,
Correct.
and if they've been doing short audits,
They have every year, yes.
okay, so they have the historical, so if you bring someone in new, it's probably gonna be higher, because then they've gotta go back and even get historical in there,
Okay,
to bring it up to date, to know where things are going, so. That's why the county usually stays with certain auditors for certain departments,
Right.
because they've got the historical data.
so what we're saying, gentlemen and ladies, if you will, a full audit costs more, but anytime there's a change in leadership, it's prudent to do that. So is the board okay with that? It's a higher expense, but it makes sense.
What line are we at?
It would be under contractual under the budget officer,
1340.
yeah, it'd be 1340.4.
So we want to change that to 10,000.
Oh, it might be even higher,
Well, it's 5,000 now.
right?
It should be 15 just to.
15, and then I'll see if I can trim that. 15, and I'll see,
Is that what you're saying?
yeah, I mean, just so I get a good number from them.
You've got sufficient in fund balance to just put that 15 in there and just up your appropriated fund balance amount.
yeah,
Right.
cover it, yeah.
So we're changing the 5,000 to,
15 at this time. Subject to change again, I guess.
On the 1220.2. That went up double, why?
Getting a laptop, a new
Yeah.
laptop scheduled.
Yeah.
Yep. Good question.
The laptops are more expensive.
Yep. This old jalopy will be retired.
And just so you know, if we're doing the 3% under the personal services, the budget officer and the assessors is not. I mean, budget officer 2.98, so it's not a huge difference, but the assessors is 2.75.
That's what she put in for, so she requested that.
Okay.
That's why I did that. It came from her pen. So
I'm here to debate that, but that's fine.
Sure, oh no, it makes it awkward, right?
Fair's fair,
I've been no problem with three.
level playing field.
3%.
Okay, same thing with the bookkeeper and the court clerk. And.
Well, that's the hourly. It's hard to check the budget because of you never know. You put in a budget for, you don't know how many hours you go high.
Oh, I'm fine with
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
as long as the salary sheet says.
Oh, that definitely would. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. All right. So we're making that 3%.
Please,
She won't be disappointed.
okay,
Which one?
Assessor.
yeah,
55.
1355.
Yeah, but I thought you were just talking about a different line. I would
They
change
can
it.
bounce, and it's
Yeah.
bounced back and forth.
we're bouncing, yeah,
What?
We're at least we're almost done with this page.
yeah,
This is good. So at least we're sticking to this
So
page.
no other changes on that page?
no,
With
we are attempting to make Eileen nuts.
we're
How we doing?
so in the 2.98 came, it just was when Krista made an even number. I think it was 3%, but that's
Oh, I know, like I say, I kept running into it and then I, run the calculator and it's like, this is what they're doing.
right.
And I
right,
see
right.
the same thing with the deputy clerk, Eileen. Well, one's up and one's down, so. Let's just make sure we got,
But we'll get to that page soon.
sorry,
Okay, we're all good with page 1.
I jumped, yeah,
Okay, page 2. Whoops.
Personal service, so you got personal services and personal services,
mm-hmm,
and that's a negative.
I know,
Oh, that's because she hasn't been put, if you look at how many hours and it's been through 8 months.
Oh, okay, so because of the hours.
Yeah, she's not putting in that
The
many.
regular rate went up, it's just calculated out for the year came out less.
In fact, I don't even think we'll hit the 27 too.
Okay.
Unless something miraculously
all right,
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, so page 2 officially starting at the top. And again, there was some rounding there to,
mm-hmm,
and I think the town clerk's okay with the 2.99, or do you want those pennies? Well, sometimes it's easier.
1%.
So-
Is that like $1.52 or something?
But sometimes getting rid of the pennies makes things cleaner. Especially when you go next year.
right,
And the deputy personal services, the reason that's such a negative is because Diane switched to hourly.
Okay.
He's not putting in that now.
okay, thank you.
Good explanation.
Okay, the engineering, the
Yes.
50,000, what's our plan for?
Well, you actually talked with Megan Webster about this today, and I told her the figure, and it's good to put that in because again, we won't be doing any construction,
But this,
provided we get the grant.
this is Jersey Hill still,
This is Jersey Hill and
Okay.
maybe other things that might come up, but at least to have something in there
Yeah.
is prudent.
okay,
Because we've done a lot on the front end, look at, I mean, we budgeted and what we spent wasn't that bad. It's hardly anything,
mhm,
because of what we did in 2023.
got it,
Yep, but at least we're safe.
thank you.
Thank you. Anything else on page 2?
Is that attorney gonna be enough money?
That, I don't know if we're at that, are we on that page yet?
Yeah.
That's a great, that's an awkward question. I'll do my best to answer that. I've been asking for an invoice. We haven't gotten one since May, so I don't know. So that's a big question. That could be higher. Do we want to make that higher now just to be certain? I just, you're one article, something.
Put that fence in for a while.
The fence thing.
Oh,
Bartholomew.
yeah, you're right. So, and I don't, he hasn't given, I haven't gotten a bill.
As of our ZBA meeting, they had filed the Article 78 paper yet,
Okay, wait,
the plaintiff. I'm just saying that they haven't filed those papers. No, that's fine, it's open session, that's fine.
okay. But we're waiting for that.
So to mark.
The 25th.
Oh, okay, because I know the date was approaching and they hadn't filed anything, it was just a couple days away.
Right.
So to Mark's question, we should bump next year's budget.
I'd wait till after the 25th. You can do it at your October meeting, you can make a budget.
That's what I was thinking, plus I'm waiting for her to submit an invoice so we kind of see.
Got it,
That was
Okay.
my thinking.
okay.
I just didn't wanna be caught.
Oh, no, that was an open, that's on my list of open items.
Okay,
So that's one of those, I'm still waiting on. Figures. Invoices. We'll have to pay bills. Okay, thank you. But we know that's something we want to look at, and that's a great question.
You guys have jumped a little bit, have you not?
I believe we're on page 2.
Page 2, yeah.
You're still on page 2.
We are.
Okay.
The attorney was,
Oh, you moved on to the attorney.
yeah,
We went
1420.
to engineering and we backed up.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Good, sequential, right? Anything else on page 2?
Well, it kind of says 0 under records management. And I do get that little check every quarter.
exactly. That's another one, yeah.
What's that little check?
It's a quarter services records management officer.
Yeah, it's way down on the bottom, it's.
Yeah, I know, but
Zero.
there's nothing in
I know.
any year.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
There should be something.
So what is it?
I'll
Well,
bet
I
it's,
have it off the top of my
I'll
head.
bet,
Could you report that to the bookkeeper tomorrow?
I'll bet
There
it's,
isn't even any history.
no, I'll bet it's paid on another line item.
No, the next line items are there, but there has been something in there in the past,
Yeah,
I know there.
exactly. Shouldn't be 0 all the way across the board.
Look,
Right.
maybe we could look it up or how did this happen? I'm glad you caught it.
I mean, it's not a lot of money.
Right,
so
but roughly what is it? $100? $300?
Maybe 150 a quarter.
A quarter, so 600 a year.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so why don't we put that in now? And take that under advisement. And that includes a 3% or no?
That might hit like that.
Hey, you gotta have fun.
Believe
You gotta have fun.
I mean, that had 2 committee meetings today. Take a jig. Hold on my sleeves. Okay, page 2, good.
Yes,
Thank you for catching that.
yes, definitely.
And moving on to buildings. Anything on buildings? We're gonna go one chunk at a time, so we don't backward.
If we were getting new chairs for this room, what would that go under?
New ch-
0.4.
Yeah,
Under buildings?
yeah,
if,
It could be 0.4 or 0.2,
point two,
could be
right,
either one.
right.
these are nice chairs.
So, we've started looking at some options. We've talked about having actual new chairs in here for a very long time.
For a very long time.
And do you,
And-
These are American Legion surplus.
Hmm.
well, that's a great reuse story. I think that's another great
No,
candidate.
Actually, I started looking up information before I even left office for new chairs in here, but again, we had the nightmare going on.
I might know the fire department shutting down, possibly we donate chairs.
That's how we got these.
They're much newer than this.
And how many said chairs? 20?
No.
I'm asking how many he has.
Depending on the chair, we're looking at 30 or 35 because you want a few extra for when we actually have people attend. I was at a meeting in Gore on Wednesday and they have a brand new facility there that's not totally open yet. And they have a folding chair that's super light,
Mhm.
very comfortable, very
Armrest?
comfortable. And it had arms on it.
Really?
Yes,
Mhm.
Folding chair with arms, nice.
Mhm.
a tad
I'll be on that side.
more expensive than the ones that Stephanie found online, the ones she found, yeah. Cushions on them, this is just an FYI, so I don't know if you wanna think about putting some money in that line, or we can wait.
We get a budget
We
figure?
waited this long,
6,000 for 35 chairs.
so it's up to you guys, I'm just throwing it out.
Well, I'm playing around, I don't know where you are with the cap and stuff like that, but that's always something, what we can do is we can do a budget amendment next year when we actually get numbers.
Yeah.
So that you don't have to deal with
Right,
messing around with the cap thing.
right, no, that's the last thing I want to stand at 2% for
Yeah,
sure.
it was roughly 2,000 to 3,000 depending on the chair,
exactly.
and we might find more options.
When I was doing six, I was doing, the web chair and do these things fold up so that they're, okay, yeah. Yeah, you can get a decent side chair for $150.
Cause speaking of buildings, this shed's pretty beat and it needs a new roof and we're gonna need a new shed, so. We could procrastinate that another year or two, but we need a new shed.
We need no addition going out that way.
Absolutely, I totally agree. So Jeremy needs a new facility too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's first.
Funny, not to throw something in, but the courthouse is also in need of repair, and among the things we need is chairs.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's some nice, you like these chairs?
They got newer chairs that are over there now than these.
Oh, is that right, the courthouse?
They are, unfortunately,
But they're very well used.
Yeah.
They get more use than, they get more use
Got
than here.
lively customers.
Yes, they get abused a lot more than the ones. that
Are they
they're
sticking,
building.
are they ripping up
The
the?
problem with the chairs actually is they're cloth covered and the UV is broken down. And now when you just press your hand in.
They crumble.
tear.
Oh,
They crumble,
Yeah.
yeah.
geez, they disintegrate.
How many chairs are over there, Steve?
We have probably about 30 to 40 over there as well.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Man, maybe we can get a big buy-in chair.
I was gonna say.
And then another thing we did our, security audit and they don't like those chairs. They want the chairs to be bound in a unit, so they can't be weaponized.
They can't pick them up and throw them.
Exactly.
It's-
Oh, like rows of six kind of thing or?
Yeah,
Big one?
some products you can actually attach the legs.
Right.
But in some way, shape or form, we'll be looking for chairs that we can put in blocks.
And rather get them sooner than later.
That is actually lower on my priority. This happens to be discussing.
Okay.
My big priority still remains after all these years is that we are continuing to let the runoff from the gutters from this building run into the foundation of that one, making a musty, moldy situation in our court. Like to see that repaired. We've been waiting a very long time. We have a very nice tile drain behind this building to fix it, and I think we could do it $9.
So that would go under this category two, buildings.
Core contractual.
It would still go to the point two
Under
for buildings, yeah.
Do you want a quote for a tile drain?
You can get one, go, sure. Jeremy, you got an idea, rough swag?
Greg Dietz put this one in.
Exactly.
Remember what we paid in for that one?
I'd initially budget 10,000.
No.
I would initially budget $10,000.
There you go.
Boy.
Thank you.
So we'll put this up to 13.5. Just to put it in.
Mhm.
There might be some wiggle, but
1620.41.
Yes,
yep,
Okay, so just add 10,000 to that.
yep.
please.
We don't wanna jinx it, but we could do some painting.
Day of caring. Day of caring?
Mhm.
No, we don't need blue.
Because honey will supply the paint and brushes. I get free labor and free paint. Not free, it's coming out of your tax dollars anyways, but.
Can you tell what color it was?
Yeah, no, we bought the paint, yeah.
I would like to, yeah, put some of our customers
I
to
really-
it. It's just that I don't trust them.
Where's that?
Like you say, some of these things like this, if you make a list of them and stuff, once we get some quotes and get some stuff, we can do budget amendments.
Right.
It's like I say, fund balances, we're in good shape there, so.
As long as you're comfortable, that's good. You're.
Yeah.
be
I
there.
did remind you that it's a sensitive area with a lot of confidential information, people's files, et cetera, over there. We should
Yeah.
use some discretion in who goes in there.
Right. Yeah, no, we're not, I ruled out the kids. So back to town hall. And chairs. Do we want to move on that now? While we're in this process,
No, yeah.
Okay,
I say, I think, I'm making notes here too, as I'm going along
Okay.
with stuff.
The 46.7, based on our historical spend, should be plenty of money to cover those chairs. Cause we've been trying to save money in other contractual areas, like phones and stuff like that.
Well, like I said, once we, get some bids and actual numbers instead of just, sitting and
Exactly.
throwing something up against the wall and guessing. Get some numbers and then we just do a budget amendment to increase the
and,
use of fund balance and increase the thing and it still doesn't affect tax.
Taxes,
and
right?
I do wanna throw one more thing out there since we are talking about this. I did meet with SG Security and they're gonna give us a quote for modernizing our entry to the facility, so using your badge instead of a key, getting rid of the keys. And that might be a good idea for the court too.
Oh, we've also been left behind on panic buttons and things of that nature. We did want security cameras inside the facility. So, that could make its way into the budget, that would be wonderful.
Okay, I just hold it. So as far as any comment about, at least I'll get that quote, so we've got it for the next meeting from SG Security converting over.
Yeah.
It's,
And
we're one of the
you know,
few town halls that's using keys.
Chris,
Well, the
Chris-
thing about it is this, because we had to go through this at the Legion too. This system, they can't get parts for it a lot anymore. The systems that both these buildings.
Well, we got new system.
No,
Oh, you
it's
got
on
it in
his-
yours
Yeah.
too? But did they get it too?
Yes,
Was
oh
theirs upgraded
yeah,
too?
it's always a highway, yep.
Okay,
We're all, we're modernized.
yeah,
as
cause
much
I
as
know
we
that
can
we were
be.
having trouble getting parts and stuff for it
Yep.
that needed to be
Yep.
upgraded.
Yep,
Done.
Oh, they already did that.
Okay,
so that. And I'm wondering if we just, well,
What did you call those chairs, Steve?
block chairs.
A bank or a block.
the panic buttons aren't that much. We might be able to keep that within your 13.5.
We can do that this year.
Yeah,
Panic button.
yeah, we can get to that, we can order that within a week. If you know Krista, our bookkeeper,
Krista's
you
over
could
there
maybe.
by herself, well, Aaron's the only one on the campus and she have a way to.
Oh, sorry. All right.
Okay.
Okay, good one. Thank you. Now central data processing. You just never know. So it's a super
Exactly.
stab.
And public safety, you're okay with decreasing? Based on spend?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's, I mean, that was, if I could trim an area and just historically, there wasn't anything there.
Okay.
What's unallocated, sure, contractual, that's your growth striping and street signs.
Great question.
What's that?
Personally, no.
The 3310.4 contractual.
Oh, okay,
That's road striping,
okay,
street signs.
okay.
What about it?
The 3310.4.
Yeah,
What it
but
was.
what
They
about
just-
it?
They just wondered what it was,
Oh,
what it covered.
just wanna make sure I'm not something.
No,
What's the 1910.4, Chris? Because Chris doesn't know, so I asked Chris.
That's your insurance. That's all our liability insurance, our public liability,
Okay, I didn't know.
Whole bundle.
and
Allocated.
equipment insurance, that's all the insurance comes out of the general fund, it's the 1910.
Okay, it's not unallocated, I didn't understand.
Yeah,
Bundle. Chrisman.
Yeah.
Set,
it's a big binder we get with
Yep.
85 different policies in it.
So just to explain the control of dogs, that's an actual number from the county to the penny, and we're now charged based on the number of residents in the county, so that's a good thing. So that's a nice little decrease, yay.
okay, the registrar needs to bump 3%.
That's the one that you get the quarterly for. Too.
Is that it?
I don't know if it's
Management, what?
She put it flat.
I don't, yeah,
got
but I don't
writing.
register vital statistics. I don't know if there was one for records management.
No, I don't get anything.
What?
That's what, yeah, go back to what you were saying. it's 600.
4020.1.
You got
It's
that
here.
wrong.
It's here.
It's here, it's vital.
All right, we're gonna back up and scratch out that other
Yeah.
one,
Yeah,
just so we don't.
Yep, deputy records is 0, it's the register of vital statistics that gets reported.
yeah,
And I got
Not
it.
even deputy not paying any number.
No. And neither is the, yeah.
Right.
It was page 2 at the bottom.
2 at the bottom.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
NA, not applicable. The 0 is not a. Okay, so. You're okay with 3% there? Awesome. And I just say where they came from. Any other?
Watershed contractuals jumping from 27 to 60.
What is
What's
that?
that question? Yeah.
Jeremy
Yeah,
can
circle down
explain,
here.
Jeremy can explain that one.
Additional like 25,000 for paving and parking.
Mhm.
And allowing for that, the footprint will allow for the new facility too.
There's another, what's the other 8,000? We got the 27 that was in for this year,
Mhm.
25 for
Yeah.
paving, and there's another 8,000 bringing it up to 61.
Wasn't done any, as far as an additional
25.
25,000.
I moved it up, so you're saying that the 61 can go down. What number are you comfortable with, Jeremy?
52.
It'd be 52.
Yeah, good with that.
52?
Yeah,
So be it.
And it's 5132.4.
correct.
Everybody's comfortable with that is page 4 in its entirety. Page 5, starting at the top. Richmond Rec is less, again, I've got her number, but they gave us a very detailed breakdown and I did forward that to the board.
Can you just give us the bottom line? Did they recalculate it based on 2025 participation or how did it go down?
Yeah, I just said, I'm sorry. Yes, they did.
Just on one line, I'm just,
Yeah, they looked at the town of Bristol.
they
Richmond, yeah.
recalculated.
Yes, yep.
That's all I was trying
She
to.
does every year. So every program you survey.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, just
Now, do people
going in the right direction.
Too.
I'm sorry?
Are these free programs that?
It depends on if there's supplies involved. Sometimes there's a monetary, but many times they are complimentary.
There's a kids Richmond Rec this year, so we can really before it.
It depends on what it is.
So there is 2 things going on. There is an elevated program that Nick Carrier has started. That's like the elite. That you have to pay for. That's different than Richmond Rec. Initially, they were supposed to coincide and work together, and they decided that's not what they want. Competition, so. They probably be separated from Richmond Rec.
So there's a Richmond Rec and then there's a Elite Richmond.
Basically,
Like more like travel.
yeah, it's travel stuff.
So once you get into travel sports,
But that isn't
There
advised
is
to
a
us.
fee for that.
Yeah, but that's not coming out of taxpayers, so it's.
parents' pockets. Yep.
Yes.
Good question. Yeah, so in fact, it has gone down and from what I can see, it has been an upgrade. We were concerned, I was concerned when there was a change in Richmond, but I think Terry's done a good job.
Gary's done a great improvement on to where that program had gone to.
Yes, I don't disagree, but yes. So that's a good thing. And she's in a lot of places and she just emailed me again today. Small item, just to bring to the board, we've been trying to get a deputy, a second person in there. If I'd like to see it, so we had something for 2 historians, a deputy. So that might go up. It's not a lot, but The historians, to me, it's an important position for the town. When I go into other towns, I do see lots of activity and publishing and so forth from a historian. And the new Richmond Museum, if you will allow Canada's things to go in there, but they're gonna be on a rotating basis with 5 other towns. That's what Joy Lewis told me. So we don't have a whole lot of visibility, but at least we have something. That's how I understand.
So the line for personal services, are we gonna smooth that to 3% as well? That's the historian, right?
Right, well, then see, that was supposed to, and this is a tough thing, but it was, to me, that was supposed to be for 2 people.
Oh,
And right now it's 1. And I wanna keep her happy, because the last thing you wanna do is lose your historian. Feels like, oh my gosh, so.
okay, so on the salary sheet, hers is going up 3% and we're working on a second position.
That
What are we
position
doing?
was really kind of very low for a very long time.
Understood.
And for 2 people.
Actually
Doing
doing
things.
things. Being able to do a lot more and doing displays and stuff, so I'd almost leave hers at that. If you're gonna add a deputy, add a second line with a thing in it. not
That's my
split out that
question.
one.
Okay,
Thank you. That's what I was looking for. I didn't wanna wanted some good
So
stuff.
we can send a line. Yeah, at some point.
Okay.
so bump her 3% and throw
No, leave her at the 5% increase. Leave her at the 5%.
You're okay with that?
Yeah,
okay,
I am.
okay,
Thank you.
okay.
And then,
And then
and
do a
then
second
figure
person.
out if a deputy comes in, figure out what you wanna pay a deputy depending on how much time and. I guess work with Denise to see what she thinks somebody would be doing with it.
Got it.
Okay.
Community events, why did that jump off?
I'm so glad you asked. Next year is gonna be our sesquicentennial, and I think Canada should do something, and even that's kind of low, but I think we should do something to celebrate our 250th birthday in Canada's, for Canada's, whether it's an ice cream truck or something, but to get people up to town hall, I see it maybe being on a Thursday night. Just when people are here, because I also want people at work, people that are in school to maybe
to be
come
able
to
to-
town hall, just to hang out. For an hour or 2, or just something, so that's my idea of a celebration, but I'm open to any suggestions, and I'll be glad to volunteer to help out that day. But I have to pick the day so I can be there. But
How'd you come up with, oh, you mean, it's not our 250th year, it's the country's 200th.
the United States
year.
of 1776,
Exactly.
next year's
Yeah.
2026.
Well, I know, but you said it's,
Well-
when you were saying, you said the town says.
Yeah, and I'm still doing the math, trying to figure that out, I'm going, what the
Did
heck?
I say the town says? Oh,
Did
no.
I miss something? You know?
And then I'm sitting here going, I know it was 1830.
That's another, that's another.
Oh, something screwy someplace. Okay.
That's
so you're
another-
talking about the national.
Yes,
250th.
absolutely.
Okay.
Yep, yep. And, I just,
Hmm.
and it's important to think, and so I've been at statewide meetings and so forth, and some towns hadn't even thought about it, and at least like, yeah, we should do something, so that's what that's for. And it might be more.
I love that.
This is a front.
It's from Bray.
Careful.
I won't even tell you about Naples for Senator.
Careful.
Oh, sorry. So that's what that is. I was waiting for somebody to ask what. 500% increase. Kate
Want
wants.
to say John Connor come unglued and say you were donating to the fireworks.
We're not going there.
Fireworks coming from Old South Ball Hill.
Okay, page 6. Page 6.
Just curious why the zoning board went down 1,000?
Because they're awful. They hardly, and half of them don't show up.
Dear.
Well, I just asked you.
Huh?
Doesn't pass the common sense test.
That's great.
Well, if you look at,
We haven't had a lot of meetings.
Okay.
We're, the amount of meetings for the last, well,
You look historically,
Yeah, since Joe's come in, he resolves most of the things before they even have to come to the zoning board. So we've only had a handful of meetings for, and even before, for quite a while, it's been very low. It's
Just
never.
trying to
really-
look out for their interest. And the planning board, they don't want an increase?
that number actually came from Ted. So the ZBA I did myself, because I didn't get anything from the ZBA, the number I got was from Ted. And he's comfortable with those numbers and I support him.
I mean, the planning board hasn't changed in at least 3 years, maybe longer.
Yep, good observation.
And the planning board contractual. It's a huge drop.
That's because of the comp plan.
Right,
It's
exactly.
over. Yep,
Okay,
yep,
Exactly.
good question. Yep. Yeah, so we budgeted, we were taking care of folks that were attending the comp plan meetings, comp plan committee and the activities that went along with that.
So back to planning board, and
Yes,
sorry that I keep messing with this, on the salary sheet, are the planning board members gonna get an increase?
not at this time. I thought we've been really good with them, but we could certainly discuss it.
I think we should.
3% of
I-
$48. Okay,
I know, it's pennies. It might over time attract more participation.
well, the thing is, we actually have a full board for the first time in. my
Exactly.
memory. Maybe that's part
it's
of
hard to
it.
make up a,
But I think what you're saying is
10%.
it's the principle of the thing as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know, when I look at at the salary schedule, it's like, oh, look at me. Yeah, it's the principle. It's the optics around people.
and Crystal
Right.
might attest to this as well. I mean, historically, what we did was bumped them every couple, 3 years. There's a lot of ways to do it. It's just with all the pennies, it makes it, I'm not a pennies person.
I know,
They can't have the pennies in the budget.
So raise it.
to Get around, so.
raise it $5, do something.
Here's my thought on it.
Okay,
I mean, their meetings. You're still on the PDA, no, you're on.
The planning board?
he was planning.
No,
Oh, he had to leave.
Not for many years, like I
Okay.
can tell you the history of.
But-
Yes, you
did.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I know it stayed flat for a long time and whatever, and there's been some.
When I was-
some considerable ones coming in. But we also added when they participated to other things, we added, they got paid that rate for going to other meetings.
Mhm.
That didn't happen for a long time before. What did it say, 48?
Well, back when when I did the comp plan, it got paid every fourth meeting, but now you should be every meeting. So just going,
Every meeting, just usually only get paid at the end of the year.
oh, no, but way back when, you could take it to an audit. For every 4 meetings I did, I only got $25 for 4 meetings.
No. Well, then somebody didn't turn in, well, if you didn't attend a meeting, you don't get paid.
Oh, no, attending the comp plan committee I'm talking about.
Oh, the comp plan.
That's what I'm talking
That
about.
Only
was-
the chair normally got a stipend
A
for
stipend.
research groups,
Right.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
and that also is by voucher.
right.
Is
Right.
it 48 now?
I think it is, yeah.
The way that we raised that over the years was like in $25 increments, it went from 25 to 50.
So
10 years later, we went to 75, and most of the board members there are usually very reluctant to request pay. I think Sprague will be spot on.
Right.
Just look at a percentage with every.
Exactly.
So $2, does
I
that,
put it at $50.
Bump them to 50.
we can do that.
And
It's not 3%.
Per meeting.
Per meeting.
I'm good with it.
Okay.
Glad we got consensus. And again, Ted didn't ask for it, so that's why,
Yeah.
that's where I came from, but, okay, that's good news.
And then we'll argue with the supervisor again next year.
Well, they're gonna get he's gonna.
Yeah, he's gotta
calculate.
He's
that.
got to calculate.
We gotta like roughly estimate, again, the ZBA is just a.
Well, if you're doing.
This is
Planning board
planning
rules.
and zoning,
Pardon me?
planning and zoning.
Absolutely, yeah.
Thank you for bringing that up. I'm always
So both.
wanting to compensate.
Now,
Right.
Especially when sometimes they're
And the
15 minutes,
secretary
it's like
pays.
$200 an hour.
Yeah, one of the secretaries at 125, aren't they?
I think it's 200 at least.
No, secretaries, no, there's a
No.
stipend for the chair.
it's the stipend for the chair.
Okay,
I think they're
Yeah.
75, I thought.
Might be higher, but I can
We
I can pull the files. I can pull the file.
Yeah, we don't.
I'll pull the file.
I know.
75.
Uh,
I'm
I'm
not
hearing
saying
you.
you should raise it, I'm just asking.
okay.
What it is now is what we really want?
Yeah.
Yes.
Secretary or chair's stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What I did the last couple of years that I did the budget, I took whatever. I didn't go by percentages across the board.
Right.
What I took is whatever their rate was, if they went up 3%, whatever that dollar amount was.
Hmm.
If that dollar amount was 63 cents, then that's what everybody else got per hour.
Hmm.
Because what's happening is because of the hourly, the highway gets. You're getting this bigger
It's
spread.
based on, right,
So
Right.
the last few years, the way I did it, if somebody was being paid hourly. And then I kind of used that same type of calculation when I figured the average amount of hours that somebody worked that's on salary and did the same thing to it about the salary.
yeah.
The,
It's because your bases are different. That's why you don't wanna
yeah,
always
three-
use
you know,
percentages.
3%, you know, on $1,000 is a whole hell of a lot different than 3% and 56,000.
Exactly.
So that was how I had done the things, but
What are the secretaries?
So in answer to your question, is 100 per meeting at this time, so we could,
that's what I
if we
thought.
did 105, that's 5%,
We can do that.
you know. Something,
For the secretary.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then 50 per meeting for the board members.
yeah,
That's
yeah, actually, that's congruent,
Okay,
then those are nice round numbers.
105, you said?
please.
For secretary, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now you get the extra in there for the comprehensive plan, but if you got extra in there for the printing of that plan and the book, so you're just gonna do it online?
Ted did go over that and also work with Kate on that, so yes, it should be good,
Okay.
good question,
Right.
and we could certainly ask that question again. Are you sure? The other item is, since we took care of the planning and zoning board members and secretaries, we didn't do anything for the chairman. Or chairperson,
Yeah, bump that a smidge too.
so,
What are they at now?
280.
280?
280s for ZBA and 350 for planning board. I could get out the calculator,
I got it. Do it again, 3.5.
3.5 for planning board,
So that's $10 for both of them. Please.
yeah, we could do that. Again, more than they asked for.
Mhm.
So what's the final?
360 for planning board and 290 for ZBA chair.
The
Mhm.
chairs,
Mhm.
stipends for the chairs.
I just want to bring that up just so we're consistent. Right. Budget's going up. Budget's going up.
A whole bunch elsewhere.
Yes. That highway shop.
Those amounts aren't gonna amount to much.
I understand. So here's a tricky one. You talk about the 3%, so. To Chris's point, Joe has done a good job. He came to me and wanted 10%, and I said, I don't know how the board would feel about 10%. I said, I'd rather go in and tell them that you asked for 10 to be competitive. He is a young guy. We had a good long talk and he's done a great job, but I'd really like to stick to 5%. I don't want to cut him back to 3.
Agreed.
Is he?
Or unless you want to go,
How many hours
Salary.
is he?
He's 3 days a week.
it's about 16 to 18, so it comes out to, depending on the
Part-time.
week, about $30 bucks an hour.
I had a discussion and I want us to look very closely at that position next year. To either go to one full-time and a couple of part-time. Do we need to have somebody that's just taking care of those freaking part-time rental things? 100% agree. I was talking to Joe about that. They're, you know, they gotta be inspected annually, they gotta be watched on and everything else like that, and that's really bogging them down.
Yep.
So I had a discussion with him, so I would leave it at the 5%, cause we're gonna do a deep dive into that at the beginning of the year anyways.
Good. I support that.
Is Joe okay with that?
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
He
and I,
doesn't know whether he wants to be the one to go full time or not. That's something that, you know, working out, and we don't know quite where Rich, yeah,
Cost will allow him to be full-time and. he would
right,
Like to remain part of it in some form, but.
yeah, cause
So-
when you give up your private sector to
Yeah.
work for the town, it's tough.
Oh, yeah.
so, yeah, I had a very long talk with him, I think it was after the last town board meeting, or after a ZBA meeting, we had a long talk about sitting down and he doesn't know where Rich falls in this, is whether Rich wants to do any more hours or less hours, whether he's gonna phase himself out. So, but yeah, we're gonna take a deep dive into looking at that, because they're just, like I say, those short-term rentals are a nightmare.
And we wanna support that office, because boy, if we lost Rich does a heck of a job.
Yes, both of them are doing
Yeah,
a great
no,
job.
no question, no
Yeah,
question.
both of them are doing a great job, but we need to beef it up with more help somehow.
Yep. And if we have to go out to the county, it's like 48 or more dollars
it's
now.
expensive.
Well, you know, there's a couple of different ways, whether we bring in another code enforcement officer, or we let them just do the code enforcement and inspections and get somebody in here to do all the paperwork.
So,
You know, that's maybe here almost full-time clerical. To take care of all the paperwork, so there's a couple of different ways to go about it, but we are gonna take a deep dive into that.
And question is, could somebody come in on a Monday or a Friday and do those kinds of things in that office to clean things up?
Mhm.
Well, that's what we're gonna look into.
Okay, yeah,
Like I said, we're gonna do a deep dive as to, you know, where they're at, what they're doing, but one of the things that's really bogging them down is the short-term rentals.
okay, perfect. All right, so we've exhausted page 6. Thank you for your support on that. Board and audience. And Terry actually sent me Terry,
Yes, but you've already got it reflected here.
I anticipated your
You
email.
were, you did good,
Okay.
so I'm requesting,
He sent me an email like today.
no, I sent it last Friday.
Oh, well, we all 3 days. All right, so can we put in that exact amount then, since I anticipated your
Uh,
Which-
good.
HVA?
Well, I can give you exact amount for the
I
task
can-
force, okay? I'm not sure what we used to give the HVA, so just.
HVA was, I believe, 250
All right. so
was a
put- so
donation,
two
HVA,
fifty
and
for
then
the
we did
HVA,
like 1677 to the Honey Lake watershed, yes.
and I'm requesting 1,834 for the task force. That's a
1,834, wasn't there pennies in there?
1,834,
Exactly?
yep,
Right, so I'm off by $84, my estimate,
well, that's not a big deal.
but you want that $84,
Yes, I do.
okay. $2,084 for 8790.4.
Don't you round up like 21?
Right,
It's good.
Well, I think because they're gonna invoice us
right,
for both, so those are definite numbers,
right.
but thank you for
That's
asking.
fine.
I wrote 2,100 in ink, okay, so
Yeah.
it's
Well, then
done.
we have a surplus, and then we have to do a budget transfer.
Oh, my God.
Here's 2,100,
Right.
$16.
Yeah.
As long as you're accounting,
$16 left.
all right, I hate that.
Whatever.
Well, we can do the balance out of and just up what we're giving to the HVA, that's all.
Oh.
And 250 to them forever,
2,100.
2,100
Oh.
for,
That's-
I already wrote down.
This is killing me. This is killing.
Yeah, but Rick can't, cross this number out.
Right, I used ink.
I'm trying to save the town $14.
You're not gonna say it.
Oh, my God.
We'll get extra cushion.
Wait till I tell my grandchildren.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, we'll move it someplace else there. Can't even go to Walmart and get a cushion for a chair for that, right? For one chair.
Bag of cotton balls.
I don't even know why we do budgets. I don't know.
Well, cemeteries, that money is mostly earmarked for the mowing.
right now, and they've gotta do way more with it's starting to encroach again, so, yes.
Reason I asked is
And we
because
need
there
to
was a person who had visited Canada's Hollow Cemetery. And one of the metal old headstones, a piece had fallen off. She actually pounded it back up temporarily, but it's not gonna stay. So I don't know if we wanna consider adding any money for any kind of repairs to the really bad headstone.
I
She said
had.
you could see inside it.
I had the company that does the church here come in. And once he did the site visit and saw what it was, this is a company out of Danville, he said, this is not a job for me.
Snyder.
Yes, big guy,
Small what we do.
throw money at it. but
There's a company that Canandaigua uses for all 5 of their cemeteries and stuff too. I can get the name of the guy it's actually a guy that does a lot of the stone restorations and stuff over there.
That's a very specialized.
Would you say?
She said it was metal.
Was a veteran, probably a veteran.
I don't know.
Yeah, probably. About
Could Christine, would you be
So-
comfortable reaching out to our Canandaigua friends?
So Michael Hayward is the custodian now for the Lakeview Cemetery. And he's working on a grant to repair some of the headstones. There's stones that are tipping and stones that are dangerous.
Even in Lakeview, huh?
Yeah, he may also, he's done a fabulous job down there.
Hmm.
He may also be able to point us to, in the right direction.
Yeah.
Michael Hay.
And that's something
Yeah.
we might be able to get a grant for because of their.
That's what he's working on right now.
Founding.
My question is, could we partner with them? I don't know.
I don't know on that one, but we could probably just do our own grant. for
Right,
Determining, take pictures and whatever, and do something in there to submit for it.
right.
So do we want to include $500 or some nominal amount? Or miscellaneous repairs?
I don't even think you could do one stone for that right now.
No,
Stones. are
no,
expensive.
stones are expensive.
You know.
I think we need to look at that first.
Another thing that, while we're on cemeteries, that has driven me nuts for years is the lack of our, access to the one that's up on Ross Road that actually has one of the founders of Cornell University buried. There's a huge stone in there for Cornell.
That,
Yes.
oh, the one huge monument that's like way bigger than everybody else. Oh, wow.
And, it's kind of private property, but when a cemetery is abandoned, it's supposed to come back to the town.
Right.
But the person that, and I tried contacting them several times, they live in Pennsylvania, that ended up buying it, putting the thing across it. We may just have to do something legal wise.
Eminent domain.
We have to have
Eminent
access to
domain.
it. But then we also have to start to maintain it.
Right, correct.
Yeah, we've had them go in and do a little bit of weed whacking, so they do go there.
Yeah.
But
We
there-
had
there's not much to,
Scout do a project up there, we had a Scout do a project down at the Hollow.
and we do need a new sign at the, Place Hollow, and the
And
bushes
it was
are.
a Scout project one year.
I mentioned it to the art teachers and the tech teacher that, if you need somebody to come up with a project or an Eagle Scout, you could use a new sign.
I think somewheres in the historian records, is information on who's buried in those cemeteries and stuff.
Yeah, we have it, we have it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
we have
I think if we could probably work through with Denise with a grant through the historian thing to try to do something with the cemetery.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
That'd be awesome. It'll be absolutely incredible.
Mhm.
So it's certainly it's on our minds.
And I made her a copy when she started, so she's got it too.
She's got it.
And I think I got a copy in the office too, Christine. That file only gets bigger. Okay, thank you.
So just leave it
Yeah.
plain for now.
For now.
Okay.
There's no carryover? We have a lot of carryover. So most of these numbers, we're still waiting for that medical and hospital insurance at 9060.8. Pat McCluskey, our broker's gonna get us a better number, by the end of the month.
Mhm.
They're supposed to, every
Yeah.
insurance.
But Excel is half the time, we were usually just getting those numbers just before our November meeting every year.
Right, so that is a guess, and know that is a guess.
Hmm.
And that's probably low, should we bump it up now?
That way they get the numbers.
Pardon
You
me?
still got your October meeting and technically even November that you can make some budget adjustments.
Okay, I just, like I say, know that number's not.
Why
in
did
the-
state retirement go by? Benefits, 9 and 10 days, instead of 28.
They send us the estimate.
Well, they send it, okay, that's.
Yeah, they send it.
That's nice, there's-
Yeah.
Okay,
that's-
I didn't know.
Yeah.
that's why it's to the penny.
Portion of the life insurance and the town's portion into the retirement system, and they send it to us every year based on the previous March status of everybody, what tier they're in and everything else, so that's a non-negotiable, but they send us a statement on it, what we know.
Alright. And we are at the end of, we're beginning revenues,
No, on page 8.
page 8, whoop, back.
Yeah, the transfer.
Yes.
Okay, so Jeremy and I talked
Oh.
about this pre-meeting. This 82,420 is the half of the Mack truck. The proposed budget for next year should be the half of the equipment that goes on the truck. I think I'm saying that right.
The plow,
Right.
So
accessories,
the number is, you ready? And this is for 9901.9. The 2026 number should be 54,612.50.
613.
Whatever,
Right.
Not the 82,420?
correct. That's this year. And Jeremy is reassuring me that we're gonna pay for that truck this year.
654,
613,
613, I love it.
yeah.
The 82.
Again, I put 612.50 in ink.
Yeah, you need a pen, I got a mechanical pencil.
Do you want a pencil? Yeah.
You gotta do it, yeah, pencil.
Okay, my question is, why is the town paying for half a highway equipment out of general?
Because we agreed, there's 2 resolutions from last November. That because of the fund balances, that we were going to split the cost of the truck to avoid the substantial, leasing costs. It was in the town's favor, seriously.
Oh, because of the percentage that was up so high?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Good explanation, thank you.
So the 82,420 should actually be under 2025?
yes,
Okay.
yeah. Well, we didn't have anything in there, cause do you remember the debacle with the first truck? That it
The
came-
cooler,
Yeah, and it wasn't built correctly. So we redeposited those funds, the 82,000. We're sitting on that money right now. Waiting to pay it to Mac, to whoever's building the Mac. Correct.
yes. Thank you for
So
that.
it's still part of 2025 too.
2025, we didn't have anything, we don't need to make any changes yet to 2025.
Okay.
2026 needs to change to 54,613,
Yeah.
okay? No,
Refund.
we had to pay up front for the first truck. And so we wrote them a letter and they returned that money to us.
Cause we didn't take that truck.
Initially canceled the order.
We canceled
They
the
they
order.
weren't building to our specs.
Returned the deposit.
Yes.
Yep.
You betcha. Yeah,
Right now, you can get a cabin chassis fairly quickly, but there's a 2-year wait period. They have the rest built. So the truck dealers wanna get paid for their half instead of sitting on it for 2 years waiting.
So I got one small change,
Page one.
page one,
Page one
revenue,
revenues, yeah.
you know, in the interest of the 3%ers out there.
Mhm.
The sales tax, I'm pretty confident I'd be okay with 540. Instead of 520K,
Mhm.
pretty confident.
It's A 1120,
1120.
A1120 revenue, page one,
540 we're gonna go with.
subject to change, but yes.
I agree.
It's conservative, I mean, you know, you never know with tariffs and.
Right.
blah, 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 but
Right.
I think we'll be okay. I'm making it to 540, that's my proposal. After
Agreed.
extra thought,
540,000.
Okay, thank you.
thank you. Looking at the others, just note that we've been using New York class more. Again, you never know which way it's gonna go. It might flip
Mhm.
depending on the next administration with CDs and New York class, but they're both competitive.
Mhm.
And and you don't want to keep too much of your money in one institution anyways for lots of reasons. So. Anything else on page one? Page two. It was an estimate on the bail. Judge Engard, any comments? Is that a good?
Bail reform doesn't give us a lot of bail these
Oh, so the 2,000 might be ambitious.
days.
Should I cut it? Should we cut it to 1,500?
We gotta have Joe write more tickets because then all that money comes to us.
Oh, gosh.
The tickets are good, the bail, we're not getting much. The thing with bail is it's completely,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and if we do get some, it's probably good.
Well, even the fines, our portion of the fines on any state things is zip.
Yeah, the $400 speeding tickets and we get $15.
Wow.
State gets all the rest.
All right, well, we'll leave that flat, for lack of a better.
Hmm.
Really no biggies on this page.
Mhm.
Okay, page 3 is just a summary. And we're on the highway, page 1, DA.
All right, so 5130.2
On this page, yes.
should be 92,000, 92,600 for Rick's benefit. I'm giving us an extra $8, Jeremy.
92,600.
600.
What account again?
5130.2. Those are the outright purchases.
You got 188,063.
Can't help you. I believe it's a misunderstanding about these different equipment
No, I believe
purchases.
what's in here, what, you just said it was something else, what's,
Yes.
92,600.
92.6,
so instead of 188, it's 92.6?
please.
I'll take it.
Jeremy's doing an excellent job.
Any other observations on page 1?
Well, I would say Jeremy gets time to look at the budget, right?
I looked it over and pretty much
Is it okay?
everything that I asked for you.
Okay.
Your wood chipper in there?
No, we're doing that this year.
We support our highway
Right,
department.
that one is somewhere.
For a chipper?
We've.
Oh, the leaf collector? Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, we
we're
can
good,
do that.
We're good. We're
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of hunting around the town of Aurora once the election's over. You know about that too?
I love that.
That guy was hilarious.
I love that.
All right. Page 2. DA,
Okay, you ready for the debt?
sure, that's gonna go down to,
133,453.
Which line?
9785.6.
And it's what?
133,453. Mm-hmm.
and you've got.
Point seven
got-
changes,
Pardon me?
0.7 changes,
It should, but I didn't, figure that.
okay,
I can get that for you.
yeah, and because the 0.7 will be different also.
I hear you. Both of them together will be 133,453.
Oh, that's both together?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, the total of the two.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it's gotta be,
85.6.
I haven't split the different leases up. I will talk to Krista tomorrow and give you some numbers.
And
They
back up.
will total 133,453.
That
Total.
replaces the 154,407.
Correct.
The summary, the sum, and you'll provide some backup documentation so we can put it in our folder.
Of course.
Thank you. With a date on it. With a date on it,
And the resolutions for Chris's benefit. Yeah.
with a date, with a date.
They
on
were both from last November, correct?
it. Why, you know, you got this thing about dates.
the right date,
An initial.
the right
In
date,
pen,
Fine,
in pen,
fine.
in pen.
the correct date.
Blinking lights.
LED with
Ow!
solar,
Can't do it.
solar.
Can't do it.
Okay, suddenly, page 1,
One revenue.
revenue. No changes there.
Actually, the sale of equipment percentage was higher than the program to calculate.
Yeah, I know. So Jeremy, that's a smidge low from your sheet,
That's a smidge low, yeah.
but you're,
I'm being a little conservative on the
Okay.
2014 Mack truck.
that's fine.
What do you,
Just due to the amount of rust that's on it and,
you comfortable with that number then?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
With the 74, okay, good,
And that includes the truck out here too, right?
yes.
Took the 28,000 was removed off of that. Because that is going as a
Yep,
trade.
I saw that.
Trade-in value for
Yeah.
the John Deere truck.
That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, it's it's a 250 and a truck 5,
And the trailer.
okay. Yeah, but the trailer's a trade-in. Which one's the trade-in?
The John Deere tractor is the trade.
Sure, we're getting from East Plume.
Trailer will be on the list too.
Oh, got it.
Okay. Page 2.
Okay, so that number, that interfund transfer,
There's that number again,
right, 54,613,
to the penny.
yep. Yep.
I was waiting for that. Alright. And we'll have new sum totals, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And our fire numbers in there correctly.
Mm-hmm. That's both sides.
That's easy. And it's still easy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm easy going on fire with one district. Packets need much lighter. So now we go to the water district, page 1. Which Kate had a lot of input on.
So, one suggestion. Let's bump the water utility so that it's, back up with the 2025 budget. We've got the room. So it'd be 10,320. Instead of 8,320. It's, 5320.4,
All right.
okay?
10,320.
8320.4.
Yeah,
Just to be safe.
just to be safe, yeah.
That'll probably almost resolve your negative amount
It does. That's
on the
why I did
total
it.
summary.
Yeah.
Okay,
I have no idea where you are.
That's
Water
okay.
district.
Page
I
one,
know, I don't see 8320.
down at the bottom, water utilities, sorry.
8320.4.
3/4 almost to the bottom.
It's up.
No, it's in the other book.
Yeah.
We got time. Planning board will
And
start
it's
for an hour.
supposed to be how much?
10,320.
Finish this early.
Yep, sorry.
Yeah, you're good? You're doing a great job. Thank you.
Mhm.
So water for, yeah, we're good.
Yep. Yep, everything else looks great.
All right, I did estimate, oh, that's coming up. Excuse me.
Okay, so the last page.
Okay, wait.
Sorry.
Page two, nothing?
Nope,
Okay,
I'm
so
good.
the revenue side, yes, I did some numbers there for you.
Okay, 123,213.75.
Where?
It's 1030. It's
Yep.
the money that we collect from the 309. So Holly, you had to like follow the bouncing, number of
Units?
units.
Yeah.
What page are you on?
The
The
309?
last one,
So page one of the water district.
right at the top,
Revenue.
Yeah.
the very first number has to be like to the penny.
It does.
It's 123,213.75.
Has to be the penny.
Has to, or it comes back from the county.
Okay, fine.
That's the one that's gotta be weird. The special
Now we're gonna
districts.
have 25 cents out of something else.
Correct.
No, well.
No,
because
let him
it's-
find another line.
Because, well, it's based on the $309 per unit.
Exactly.
So you gotta use. the
It's a
unit
calculated
numbers,
number.
And then the 25% of a unit, or, quarter of a unit, or a half a unit, depending on how the units that we established in,
Eileen, you got that, by the way? Cause you're gonna see her before I do.
whether we like it or not.
Whether we like it or not.
Yeah, it must be that one must be to the penny.
Yes.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna change my estimate on sales. I'm really thinking,
That's fine.
I was just at East U Mall. Kidding. I really like that 2,900% increase.
Yeah, I know.
It looks great, doesn't it? But it's actually real, it's possibly like, especially when it's on our reserves.
Right,
Oh,
right.
no, that's the one.
That should go,
Yeah.
it's small, but it'll grow over time.
Yep.
Yeah.
The reserve are only gonna get fatter
Mhm.
each year. Okay,
That's it.
yay. Dang, let's party like it's 1999.
It's not bad.
Not bad. Hey, come on, for the first slug through.
So I do have a privilege of the floor. We're, the town is, doing a comp plan. And the comp plan committee has requested, input from our town board members, written feedback would be appreciated. There's still time, but at some point, there's a new draft out there and it's gonna be on the website soon. And it's going to county planning board. It's gonna come back. We're gonna have a seeker and going for adoption in December. So now's your chance to, provide some feedback for the comp plan.
Mhm.
Any questions on that or?
I honestly have not had any time to look at the updated draft.
Yeah, a lot of the things that we put in have been,
Corrections to
Yep.
the last,
Good,
yep,
good.
it's good.
It's published.
It's
It's
cut-
just-
it's
yeah.
closer, yeah.
Yeah.
But we do have one more public hearing. But it's just good to get that, just the more eyes on the plan, the better.
It's on the website.
It's gonna be.
It's also-
It's on there now.
It's also in our-
They made it public
Did I attach it to the?
It's in our email, yeah.
Oh, I already emailed it to you on Thursday, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Think I
Yeah.
did. Did I?
Yeah, it's in our inbox. It's in our to-do bin.
That's a good one. There'll be more highway stuff next month.
Water district fee schedule.
I jumped over old business.
Oh, see.
So.
Oh, I gotta get back to the agenda. I was doing privilege of the floor. I'm
That's
sorry.
okay.
I was so excited the budget. Hour and a half.
I know.
Well, that include the regular meeting, so
Right.
excited.
Right.
Okay, oh, wait, water district fee update.
Yep. So, Eileen, had, updates, that we have incorporated. Joe and Rich also had, updates. And so, we think that fee schedule is ready for review and approval by the board.
I'll move it.
I'll second it.
Discussion. Was in the packets.
Yep.
Any more discussion?
We ever gonna be able to negotiate our pricing?
At the end of 30 years, sure. Yes,
You'll be a young man.
right. You'll be there.
Yeah.
I have taken a look at our rate several times since coming onto the board, and it doesn't look bad. And part of the reason there's two increments that happen to Canadice and it happens to other towns. I could tell you the other two if I looked at the rate review that I've done. It's because we're coming through Richmond. So Richmond picks up a piece and RWW picks up a piece. I would also, I'm just telling you, I would also expect an increase because of the work that they're having to do on some of the infrastructure to remove lead throughout the systems. And we are very, very, very fortunate that we have a new water district. So Monroe County's gonna get whacked. Yeah. So very fortunate. So I have two questions. When do you want them?
Right now,
Was
Oh,
there
wait.
no in favor of it yet?
there was not, thank you.
Oh.
I was
No.
holding that.
No, they're gonna turn it down.
Those in favor?
Aye. Okay,
Yes.
sorry, sorry. I gotta get through my list. The Ross Road, the re-levy that we have to do. We've got the bill from the contractor. Do we have to add, the bill from the attorney to what's owed?
We should.
That's my question. So we really need a bill from the attorney.
And I need that in writing if I'm gonna say
Yeah.
after the levy.
And do we have to do a resolution? Is my question.
I think we could just vote on that. We don't think we need a resolution for that.
I would cover our butts just in case.
To do a resolution.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And talk to them at real property taxes to what
I already
exactly
did.
paperwork you need.
What do they
for
want?
re-levy.
Yeah, Eileen
all
found
she
out.
said they needed was the tax map number, the amount and the name of the property owner, but I think
It should be memorialized in a resolution.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
You talked to
Okay.
Deneen then?
No,
real property?
Tammy does, I send the re-levies to Tammy,
Okay.
Okay.
but I agree, I think there should, because of everything that's happened, there should be a resolution to show where that number came from.
Yep.
And it should be at the October meeting because of my timeline when I have to give them the re-levy information.
Yikes, okay. So,
I don't think I've done a resolution.
Just to
like
make
that.
sure.
all right.
Re-levy?
Can you bug Sheila and say to her?
I have and yes,
Okay. Okay,
I just, it was, someone else wants to reach out to her. Great.
The November meeting would be a possibility, but that's cutting it close.
way close.
I just want the bill. That's want the bill.
Way close.
At least for that,
Well, then the articles or yes.
at least for that,
What, the 6,000?
well, for
The
the
contractor? Okay,
levy. Well, she needs, that should be, she should itemize at least that one so that you've got it.
you're talking
for
about the
backup.
attorney.
The
Sheila.
attorney.
I'll reach out to her right now on that one.
Okay.
Just give me that's easy.
Okay. Yeah, and you can tell her we have to submit that November 1.
And she'd be over that. Resolutions for re-levies. For water districts, Canandaigua, Farmington, Victor, they all do them. multiple ones every year, so
Okay,
you could probably grab a copy
Oh,
from any of them.
okay,
Krista could call one of the bookkeepers over there.
They do a resolution for that.
There'll be a resolution at the county meeting when they do the whole levy for the bills too.
Okay.
I can grab it off
We've
the
never done one for the water district.
internet. No. Okay, so speaking of water district,
Okay, one second, I just wanna write this down.
Okay.
Please.
okay, yeah, if you can get the hours,
They
I'll
do
do,
levies for.
I'll do the resolution.
Okay.
Uh, the curb stop. Bill. So we have the bill from RWW. Do we have to add anything to that? Was there anything that we did off hours? It's, it's in your inbox. It just came in today,
Oh, okay.
okay? And I forget what it is. I think it's like $600 or $800.
I mean, as far as CO and so forth, time?
So CEO time, I don't think we can bill because it's, you know, he did all of the work during.
Was that the one where
business
that,
hours.
the thing was laying up? Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen the pictures, yeah.
This is the curb stop that they yanked.
Yeah, yeah. What was this? Last,
The 16th of September, they did the work. So it was found in August.
somebody hit a curb stop.
No,
No, they dug it out.
They pulled it out.
the driveway contractor removed it.
Yes. And left alongside the drive.
On crushed stone though.
Yeah, thank you. Mhm.
Curb stop?
The
Well,
whole thing, yeah.
Who was the contractor? Wanna see pictures?
And it's damaged, so it's not like it can be reused.
Well, Old Westlake Road North,
Yes,
thank you.
60-54.
I don't remember the number, okay.
And the property owner knows they have to pay for that one.
Yeah, we already notified. So anyways, do I have to add anything other than our WW charges? My one question was,
So the whole idea with the CEO office is eventually we wanna migrate so that becomes, I wouldn't say a profit center, but it kind of pays for itself. So kind of restructuring that, we gotta get into that mentality going forward. So if there are hours there, yeah, and certainly the material costs, whatever.
well, I looked on New York State, NewYorkState.gov, and it's pretty, it's up to the town to decide, and many towns, it's only, so some towns only bill when it's at the resident's request. I would run the whole thing by Sheila before I did anything. So, and Eileen made the point, and this is true. Salaried people, if they're doing it during their, normal business hours. I know if I put in an insurance claim for a salaried person, the insurance company will deny it. Hourly, different story, because hourly people suffer.
And that's another reason to that point to build in how many hours our salaried people are putting in.
Right,
the Job.
right,
That is
right.
important.
If it was above and beyond. So, okay, so I'm gonna check with David and see if there's a second bill that I have to pick up. The first aha moment. And I've already got it on the reconciliation, so you'll see it when you see, what is it, third quarter? Yeah, as a rebuild. Okay, you'll get that shortly. Okay,
Thank you.
those are my two.
Awesome.
So.
Hmm?
Stop right on that, Rose Hill and. They didn't even know that. City of Rochester.
You know the curb stop was there.
Yeah, see, it's built stuff.
They didn't even know that was there. I did a stakeout down there. And because we were looking to put a culvert pipe there.
Good Lord.
Did Dig New York have that? So was,
Well, the city
No.
of Rochester does the stakeout.
Yeah. Yeah. They didn't call City of Rochester for the stakeout, that's the issue. They just, the driveway people, no, they just
Yeah,
put the
but
driveway.
just call,
You just-
when you call
they
the
say-
811, they're supposed to contact all the utilities.
Understood. It appears the driveway installer did not call Dig Safe, right?
Oh, they call it Big Safe. Okay, I thought you meant.
The people wanting to connect to the water district did call the city of Rochester, and they're the ones found at Lane.
Yes. Yes.
I believe in our policies and procedures, when we adapted for the water district, I think there's a section in there that says something about any damage at the fault of the property owner or whatever is responsible.
Yep, it's on the fee schedule.
Yeah.
Yep. You know, and then you get into that murky water, you know, hours
charge
put in
they
by
have.
a salary, yeah.
That curb stop should have never got put right there where it is. It's right in the middle of that driveway.
Well, it is now. They might have, they
That's
might have
where it
moved,
was too.
really?
Yeah, we found it.
Oh, jeepers.
So every time they. plow
Front-
their
front line
driveway, when it
wins again.
rains, the stone washes down and it covers it up, so you don't have, it's there.
That's
Great.
at Rose Hill.
That's great. Okay,
Other,
something.
I make a motion to adjourn.
well,
Second.
any other, table that, any other privilege of the floor?
The only thing I got is, does anybody use an HP 952?
Oh, gosh.
It's a yellow cartridge that I bought, and
Didn't
I
use
need 951s, not 952.
It's gonna do somebody some great if you can just find them.
Somebody that wants one, I'll put it out there, but, and then I also have, in my car, signs for Kitty Carly, Joe D'Onofrio, and I have a couple of signs for, Jason McBride, because I did pass some out during the primary, so those are still good, if anybody wants any signs.
Okay, Ellen, thanks.
Aye.
Excuse me.
Oh,
All in favor? Aye. This meeting is